Oh man. Alright, so the project we have going on today is I want to make a simple firewood storage solution that pretty much anyone can make with minimal materials and labor. So I got this pallet for free. I have a bunch of them, but this is probably one of the better ones and one of the thicker ones. The boards are at least a ½ inch thick, if not 5/8. But this pallet should be able to hold a phase cord of wood. So a phase cord of wood is, I have it on my cheat sheet here, is 42.6 cubic feet. The way to figure that out is you take a whole cord, 128 cubic feet, divide by 3, because 3 phase cords equal a cord. And this skid, based off of the dimensions, should hold 42.9 cubic foot of wood. Obviously, I'm not going to count every 1/10 of an inch or 1/10 of a foot, but you guys get the point. This skid is 42 by 42. I have 3 pieces of wood laid out, so I'll put a support on the end, support in the middle, support on that end, make an arch so it supports itself and pins itself together, and then do the same thing on the other side. And I have some scraps laying around of hemlock that I'm going to do some support so it doesn't flex in and out, only left and right. But I'm going to go get the boards cut, or bring the boards in here to cut, and I will see you guys in a second. Alright, so I have my cut list. I need 6 48-inch boards, and I need 3 45-inch boards, and to fasten all together, I'm using these free 3-inch 10-penny nails I was given. We were cleaning out a house, people didn't want them, so took them. I'd probably have about 100 of these, so might as well use them up. I'm using hemlock instead of treated boards, just so I don't have to use my good boards. I did throw a couple on the floor here in case we needed extra, but we're going to start with the hemlock and use those up first. Alright, so the first thing you do is lay out your boards. I know I need 6 48-inch pieces, so we're going to make our first mark at 4 foot, which is 48 inches, which is right here. And our second mark at 8 foot, which is here. I might lay out these other boards real quick as well. That way we don't have to worry about it. Sorry about the tight spaces. I am working in a shed. That's what I can afford. That's what I'm going to use. I'm blessed to have it, or I'd be outside in the cold doing this. So you gotta work with what you have. And you can always dream to have better stuff, which you should, because you never want to be complacent, but for right now, this is what we got. So once again, 48 inches, 96. I need one more. These scrap boards on the end, right here, are going to be our cross supports. So there shouldn't be much waste from this project. So I need one more. Some people would say, well, why don't you just use metal IBC totes? Well, I do. They're just hard to find in my area. I know I could buy them, but if I'm going to spend $50 on something, I'd rather try and do something for free first, or relatively free. These boards are like $3 a piece and are 10 foot long, so I could probably build at least a cord worth, if not more. Well, yeah, probably about a cord's worth, cord and a half worth of these pallets for one of those metal IBC containers. Alright, now our next cut list is 3 45-inch pieces. So, take this board, so we know 45 is under 4 foot, 45 times 2 is 90. So, mark our first one at 90, and 45. We'll need one more. And I'm not sure if I'm going to build more of these today. I might just build one, I might build 3, I don't know. But one thing I like doing, especially whenever I'm doing like kind of a manufacturing project, is mark what my last cut was. So I know this is going to be scrap here. This is scrap. I usually mark with an X, but I also like to mark it with what I cut off it. So I'll mark it 45 inches. I don't know if that's proper procedure or not, but that's what I do, and it tends to help whenever I'm doing the same project over and over again. You can use your tool of choice when cutting. I prefer to have my DeWalt circular saw. What I'm doing is I'm using my pallet as a way to get the board off the ground. It makes it easier for me, especially working by myself a lot. My second 45. A little off, might take a 1/4 inch off. That's better. Alright, that's perfect now. Alright, so there's my 3 45-inch pieces. Those will be, once again, the cross supports going from this side to that side. This is my scrap pile. Now I need to cut my 48s. These DeWalt power saws, they're awesome. These little circular saws, they're nice and quiet. They use my drill batteries. They don't last forever, but for what you can do with them, pretty amazing. I've cut sheets of plywood with it, like ripped them, and didn't even bog down. Alright, so there we go. That's done. Now what we need to do is, I might stand this pallet up and use a clamp to help myself. So I'm going to get situated, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, so I'm all situated now. Let's see how many times I can smash my finger before we get this thing up. I want the curve going in. These nails are nice and rusty, so if I get myself, good thing I got a tetanus shot. Alright, so that's about where I want it. About right there. Get my other one in place. Alright, so I kind of got a system going now. We'll see if I can do it 2 for 2. I was going to switch to screws until I found I didn't have any screws. So we're going to have to keep using these boards. Just got to be a lot more careful than what I was. Can't just swing all crazy because can't swing all crazy because these nails aren't that strong. They will bend. They're old. They're older than me. Like that. Yeah, I'm switching to screws. I'm gonna get a sword and buy screws. Alright, we're not cavemen. I have thousands of dollars in DeWalt tools. I'm gonna use them. So what I need to do is get all this crap out of my way. And DeWalt drill driver, 3-inch exterior screws. There you go, beautiful. See how easy that is? You got the right tool for the job. You don't play around. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a screw in each of these that have the nails in. That way they don't pull apart. These drill drivers are awesome. There's only one way to do this job, and that's with one of these. So, I said minimal tools, use a drill. Don't be dumb. Or use good nails, not rusty ones that were used already. So, what I'm going to try to do now is flip this by myself without hurting myself. Get some snow off of that. And then do the same thing on this side. Get some crap out of my way. So we need our 48-inch boards again. We can't use our 45s yet. Make sure these are 45, 48. Yep. Just so you know that you should be pre-drilling these. I'm not. Hemlock likes to split, especially when I'm using it. With that being said, that should hold a face cord of wood pretty good. Now I just need to tilt it up, put our cross braces on, and it will be done. So you guys can watch me struggle to move this thing. Alright, now put our cross braces on. Now that's pretty rigid. I mean, for what it's meant to do, I think it'll be okay. That one's gonna go there, so let's do that one next. Now a lot of you might be thinking, why am I using my good hemlock on this? And it's because I kind of got screwed when I bought it. Not only was the lumber too short for what I asked for, is I wanted 12 footers, not 10 footers. They're, like you can see, like right here, like all this in here is bug damage. Like what am I supposed to do with that? I didn't really say much to the guy other than you shouldn't be doing that to people. But I don't know, stuff like this, stuff that's gonna rot, it's not bad to use it on. Alright. One more 45-inch board and I'll be done with this part. Then all we gotta do is put our cross supports on the sides and that'll be a wrap. Alright, now I'm thinking about putting my cross supports probably about halfway up. So let's see what we got left over. I might do it at an angle, that way it racks itself. because this will still shift. But if I go something like that, should red itself up pretty good. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Stick right there. An inch and a half wide. So, oh yeah, it's 30. So, it's not poking out the back. That's the last thing you want to do is have you or your wife or whatever reach your hand in there and get cut. I'm thinking something like that. You can see that split the whole ways up. See, these boards are absolute junk. Yeah, that's rigid. I mean, I'm shaking the Jesus out of it and it's not moving. So let's get this spun around and do the other side. So the only thing different on this side is that I'm going to do things a little bit backwards. So if I went across on that side, I'm going to go down now. So that's opposite of what happened on the other side. That looks about right. So you can probably hear the wind outside right now howling. We got another probably 2-3 inches of snow today. We got 6 inches yesterday. So we got a lot of snow. I used the skid steer a ton for the last couple days. There's that. And then one more side. Like I was saying earlier about being thankful at least have a shed. It's only like 25 degrees outside, but it's probably a solid, I don't know, maybe 40 degrees in here. I have a little electric heater and that's it, but it sure beats working outside today. Alright, so that's it. This thing is stronger than ever. It will fit about 1 face cord of wood, plus or minus maybe a couple pieces, but I'm pretty confident that this will hold up for at least a couple years until I get a sufficient wood shed built. I'm hoping to build my wood shed, this upcoming summer. So look forward to that, but for now, this is our budget. Free pallet, cheap wood, and a couple exterior screws. So tip of the day, don't use rusty nails. They don't work. Unless you are old and wise, and I'm young and dumb. So until next time, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment. I'm gonna go fill this thing up and I'll take a picture when I'm done. So thanks for watching. See you next time. So I was wrong the other day. We have just under a face cord that was in the back of my truck. So this is 2 of those big 5-foot rounds inside the cage we just made. I know it's stacked pretty tight. Air will get through there some and they will freeze together, but this wood is not going to be used for another probably 2 years. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for checking out my channel. Appreciate all yins. But just wanted to tell you guys that I was a little bit under what I thought I had. So if I put a heaping load in the Toyota, I'll have a full face cord. I think what happened was my toolbox is still in there. And the last time I measured it, I did not have the toolbox in. So, see you next time. God bless. Hope you guys are enjoying this wonderful snow we got. All 8 inches of it. But take care. Goodbye. God bless.